Hello, hello! Today we're going to talk about 5 neighborhoods in Chesapeake, Virginia in a lot of different price ranges. And I think the best buys here in 2022. And we're going to start right now. I'm Rachel Beasley with That Fit Team. I've been a real estate agent here in Hampton Roads for over 10 years. And actually, I am a born native local here. So I know a lot about the area. I absolutely love it here and would love to be able to share my experiences as a real estate agent and my expertise with you, but also my experiences here in the area. While we're going through these neighborhoods, we're gonna look at price ranges, specifics based on like appreciation. Also, we'll be looking at like what's nearby, because that's probably what you're mostly interested in. So the number 1 on my list is Los Gaviados. This is one of my favorite neighborhoods here in the south part of Chesapeake. We've actually done a drive-through video of this neighborhood. So this neighborhood is nicely secluded off of Cedar Road in the Chesapeake area. It is a great spot and real quiet, and there's a lot of stuff close by. People love this type of neighborhood that is the school district as well, Brassfield High School, and it's got a ton of old trees, or I should say mature trees throughout the neighborhood, and it's got a really good, beautiful nature feel throughout. So also, you've got a lot of larger homes here. So you have bedroom sizes in the 4, 5, and 6 bedrooms, nice open floor plans, and then you also have your compartmentalized homes where you have like room. But some people really love that. So you got to see what your cup of tea is, the open or the compartmentalized. Lastly, you'll see a few like 3-bedroom homes throughout the neighborhood. And there's actually a townhome part of the community as well. This is also on a golf course. It's on the Chesapeake golf course, actually. So it makes the neighborhood absolutely beautiful. When you drive through, you see the mature trees, tons of beautiful landscaping everywhere. And there is an HOA that includes a pool. Now, like I said, the HOA has a pool, and I'll actually say this, not every HOA in Hampton Roads has a pool. So this is actually a really cool find where you have like a pretty affordable HOA and gorgeous neighborhood. It's on a golf course, you guys. It has a pool. It pretty much has everything you want. And that's actually one of the reasons why I really like this spot. So now let's talk about pricing a little bit. So of course, the prices have gone up this year. It's 2022. That's no surprise to anyone here. But I think people are starting to realize the value of a neighborhood like this. And this neighborhood right here has really, really good values. Anywhere from the low 4s to low 5s price range, basically, depending on what size of the home you're looking for. Again, you could go back and watch a video. Now, shopping, you have access to Cedar Road, which is a spot right off of Los Gaviados, which is great. It's awesome to have a neighborhood like this and shopping close by. And because the road is really long, it has all of the essentials that you're gonna need between grocery stores, Starbucks, of course, all the little restaurants. You've got local restaurants and your normal typical chain restaurants. And Brassfield School District, which people love. And you guys, this is actually a pretty big neighborhood. It could take you like 4 to 5 minutes just to drive through the neighborhood here. It's a beautiful, big neighborhood. You're bound to find people that you'll connect with and love. So let's talk like, location. You're probably about 15 to 20 minutes to Norfolk and probably about the same down to the ocean front. Now, the only drawback here is if you are going straight to Norfolk, they actually just put in a new highway there, so there is a toll, but you can avoid the toll if you want to. The drawback could be at this neighborhood is maybe also the location. You're like nestled away in this beautiful spot in Chesapeake. It kind of is a little further away and off the beaten path from like your Greenbrier area of Chesapeake, which is like hop, skip, and a jump over to Norfolk and Virginia Beach. So, if you don't mind like, a 20-minute drive, maybe 25, 30 minutes in heavy traffic, this is a really, really good spot. I love this neighborhood, and I think that anyone looking in that price point that wants a POA with a pool and like a mature, when I say mature, I mean like you drive through the neighborhood and there's beautiful, big, ginormous trees everywhere. And so if you're looking for a neighborhood that has that feel, it's not a cookie cutter neighborhood. There are custom homes built all throughout this community, and I think you'll really like it just as much as I do. Now that leads me to the next neighborhood in Chesapeake, which is gonna be Seminole Park, Riverside Park, and Tanglewood. These are all kind of in the same group. I know I said I'd had 5 neighborhoods, but I kind of grouped 3 there together because these are all in the same area, like the Indian River Road close to Military Highway in Chesapeake. Now, the reason why this is interesting to me is because this area doesn't have a whole lot of new growth or development nearby, kind of suppresses the prices a little bit. But you guys, what I like about this is you're about 10 minutes away from Greenbrier, 15 minutes away from like Virginia Beach Town Center, and these neighborhoods are close to a lot of stuff. I mean, they're close to tons of restaurants, basically anywhere you go. Shopping, you name it, they're gonna have it. Especially, you guys are really close. These neighborhoods are really close to the 264 interchange, which is really, really awesome. It's like the place to connect to in anywhere of Hampton Roads. 264 is like 5 or 6 minutes from these areas. You have some water access. If you go to Tanglewood in the back corner, you have some awesome water access. These are some of the least expensive waterfront properties in Hampton Roads, you guys. So, and they're like 3, 4, and 5 bedrooms. So this is actually, you know, if that's some of the things that are high priority on your list, these are neighborhoods that you wouldn't want to miss out on looking at. You have a little bit more of a relaxed feel here, but you're still close to a lot of main stuff. You're close to Indian River Road, and you'll get some smaller houses throughout the community as well. Some of these houses are like 1,100 square feet, but then they go up to like over 2,000 square feet, which is really nice. And the prices here are gonna be basically between that low 200s to the like mid 300, high 300 range. So it's actually a really awesome, affordable place that can get overlooked by a lot of people. What I like about this area mainly right now is the upward potential for growth nearby. If you can go out of this neighborhood onto Indian River Road, you'll see some strip malls and some areas that just kind of feel, we'll be honest, just a little bit run down. And the city right now is trying its best to renovate these areas. So I think we're gonna see an uptick in this area and this spot, and you'll be really glad you got in now as prices appreciate. The city actually did some studies about this area, and I think they're gonna go through some big changes here. They actually have this like 77-page report that I kind of like breezed through before I did this video, because I wanted to give you guys some information about what's happening and what could be coming down the pike there in that like Indian River Road area. Neighborhood number 3, which is Cheshire Forest. This is probably one of my top neighborhoods in Chesapeake, and I know I said that before, but I really like this neighborhood a lot. It's one of the best to me because it has a quiet environment like Los Gaviados. I really like this spot, you guys, because it kind of blends Chesapeake as a whole. Chesapeake has a ton of suburbs and then also has a ton of country. And this neighborhood is kind of like a beautiful mixture of both. This is absolutely one of those neighborhoods that have like a nice laid back feel, and it does have an HOA with, ding, 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 a pool. You guys, I like pools. So I like being outside in the sunshine. And I know a lot of people around here like the same thing. So it's quiet, relaxed. You have an HOA here that has a pool, which is, you know, a lot like the other neighborhoods I talked about here on this video. The houses here are gonna start in the mid 4s, but they're mostly in the 5s and they go up into the 6s. So it's something to consider. Los Gaviados might be a neighborhood where you can get in a lower price range, but this is gonna have a bigger range of your square footage. So houses here go like 3,000, 3,500 square feet. So you're gonna have a little larger homes with a ton of character and probably gonna have some larger lots too. You'll see ranches, 2-story homes. There's no real cookie cutter feel in this neighborhood at all, which is kind of nice. Nice not to have like the same thing happening every other house. I'll also point out that you're in the Great Bridge School District here, which I'll tell you this, if you look it up online, greatschools.org, they might not be ranked as high as like Grassfield or Hickory, but the people that I know, friends of mine that live in the Great Bridge School District, absolutely love it. So please, please, please do your homework beyond just going to one website. Talk to the people at the school, talk to other parents. There's some great Facebook groups for parents out there and moms in Chesapeake that will actually give you some really good insight on the different school districts and what you're looking for. But I will say this, a lot of people love this school district, and I certainly actually wouldn't see it as a drawback. Now you're right off of Battlefield Boulevard, which has a ton of shopping, all of the essentials, but that road can back up a little bit in spots, especially during rush hour traffic time. So that could be a little challenging. So that's actually something to keep in mind, what your commute looks like, so you have an idea of what that's going to look like on Battlefield Boulevard when you're traveling home or leaving work. I think this is actually a really good spot to check out, you guys. Cheshire Forest in the south part of Chesapeake. So that brings us to number 4, ding, 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 which is St. Andrews condominiums. We haven't talked about any condos yet. This is down the street from the central area of Greenbrier, which is one of the most popular sought out areas in the city of Chesapeake here in Hampton Roads. It's gotten a ton of shopping. You got a mall, you've got everything. Like everything is in Greenbrier. So just put a period there, stop. That's all you need, you guys. And it's right off of the interstate. There's so much going on there that you're bound to find a restaurant, a store, or a shop that you've never been to before, even if you live in the area. Now let's talk about the neighborhood. These condos actually range from 1 bedroom up to 3 bedrooms. And it's not a very big complex either, but the location is what I love about this place the most. Greenbrier is the spot in Chesapeake. It's easy to get to Norfolk, Western Branch, Portsmouth, Virginia Beach from this area because of the location right off of 664. Now the prices in this neighborhood are anywhere from, I believe, the upper like 170s now into the like low 190s, 200s. And at this point with the price range, you really are gonna wanna consider the condo fee, which is like $250 a month. But you guys, with that condo fee, this is actually something that you're gonna be getting a lot of value for. So the $250 condo fee is gonna cover your water, your sewer, your trash pickup. It's also going to cover like part of a basically building insurance policy. So it's good to know that you've got some really good valuable things that are gonna be actually included in that condo association fee. Now, I will say this, a drawback of this neighborhood could actually be that you are close to Greenbrier Parkway and the Greenbrier area, which is, like I said, it's the spot to be if you live in Chesapeake and you're looking for shops, restaurants, and places to go shopping or go be and hang out. So if you like kind of don't want to be really, really close by in a congested area, this might not be the spot for you. But you know what? You might not have a pool with your condo association there, but you're like right next door to the YMCA. So I mean, who doesn't love the YMCAs? You can literally walk there from your condo, go work out, spend some time in the pool, and meet some awesome people. You're also close to the Chesapeake City Park, which is down the street, kind of closer to the Kempsville area, and you're close to Green River Parkway, which also has some awesome shops and Target, and I'll just stop with Target, ladies. But they also have Best Buy for our men. Long story short, with number 4, if you're looking for a condo, something like that in that 200 price range, I think St. Andrews condominiums are a great spot for you and you should absolutely check them out. Okay, so if you like are tracking with me here, a lot of those houses in the neighborhoods we talked about are like a lot of 1980s and 90s. So where's the new construction? Because I'm like new construction queen, right? And let's talk about Edinburgh, Hickory Manor, and Hickory Landing. I think these are 3 areas that we should absolutely highlight. Some of them have HOAs and some of them don't, but they're all right there on that like development line of the city of Chesapeake towards the southern area. But it has a ton of shopping around there. So I think you'll actually really, really like what you see. Now, I will point this out. Hickory Manor kind of has like a higher HOA fee, but that does have a pool included, and Hickory Landing isn't gonna have as high of an HOA fee as you see a lot of new construction communities have, but it doesn't have the same pool, even though these neighborhoods are like really, really close to each other. A lot of people think they're the same, but they're not. People have been building in Hickory Manor and Hickory Landing for a couple of years, which means number 1, the prices have gone up over the last few months and even for the last couple of years. So it's something to take in consideration with new construction. Also, the delivery times we're seeing are being extended a little bit longer than people are used to. So if you want to have a house built there, you're really going to want to start making some decisions now if you're going to want to be moving in like basically 2023. That's just a reality. So if you want something that's in the lower 5s to upper 6s, even closer to the 7s, you're going to have like 2,300 square feet to about 3,200 square feet in Hickory Landing, which is a really good option to have if you're okay, if you don't want a very high HOA fee. These are $45 a month right now. It could go up, but right now I haven't heard any plans for that. And you have some nice floor plans here in the 4 or 5 bedroom primarily, and in a lot of these models. And this is right down the street from Hickory Manor. Hickory Manor has some attached houses in the community, and those are going to start in like the lower 4. So Hickory Landing, a little higher price range, or I should say a lot higher price range. Hickory Manor, you're going to have a little bit, your prices are in those like 400s and up. And the square footage in these spots are going to be like 2,200 to 2,600 square feet is kind of like the majority. Now, of course, you have your like outliers that people like made some changes to the floor plans, and that you'll see that throughout these communities. Also, I think the lot sizes in Hickory Manor compared to Hickory Landing are a little smaller. We love new construction here, and we specialize in new construction. So if you're looking for something like this in the city of Chesapeake and you have like 6 months to a year out, we would love to help you identify the right spot there in Edinburgh, Hickory Landing, or Hickory Manor. Now, you guys, if you have any other questions about the city of Chesapeake, that was only actually 7 neighborhoods I think that we touched on, 7 or 8 I think. Chesapeake is huge. It's a lot of country and it's a lot of suburbs. So if you have questions about the city of Chesapeake and maybe what's the best fit for you, what areas would fit you and your needs best, we would love to have that conversation with you. I'm Rachel Beasley with That Fit Team. If you're looking for someone to help you buy a home or even sell your home in these areas, we would love to be your go-to team and help you do that. I'm Rachel Beasley with That Fit Team, professionals in real estate and passionate about people. Comment below, give us a call, send us an email. We'll talk to you soon.